Okay, so we've created our dashboard with multiple different report types. So I'm just going to show you a little bit about how to filter information that's on here. So as you can see with the leads, they're all broken up by lead source. So this is a pretty great overview. And if you click on View Report, it's going to bring you into the report so you can deep dive in all that information. However, when you're here, you're going to get all the information. So maybe you really, if we go back to the dashboard, maybe you're really only interested in, how many, what records that came in by web. So if you click on this, what this will do, it will auto apply a filter to it, and now you see that the only records we have coming in are these 7 records from the web. So we can take a look at all the leads here. So the other thing to do that you can do with a dashboard is put filters across the top. There is a caveat with this, however. So I want to filter all of these by accounts that are active. However, all the reports need to share a common object. So for instance, accounts will have that field because they are accounts. Contacts will have that field because they're all connected to accounts. And opportunities will have that field because they're all connected to accounts. However, leads are not connected to accounts because they haven't been verified. The account doesn't exist on the system yet. So I'm going to have to remove this component. Now that it's removed, I can click on Filter and search for Active. You can see here under Account, Custom Info, we will have Active. And then we can look for the filter values. Now because this is a pick list, it's going to auto-populate all the fields. So we're not going to say all. What you want to do is you're going to have to create separate values because we're going to say no, click Apply, and then click Add Filter and click Yes. And then click one for all and click Apply. Click Add. If we click Save, we can go back to the main dashboard, and now we have a filter here. And what this will do is we can say, you know what, I want to see just accounts that active equals no, and you can see this is auto updated all of the dashboards. New accounts by type, we have 2 where they're not active, 2 contacts by account where they're not active, and 1 opportunity where they're not active. So obviously there's not a lot that are not active. We can click yes, and that's going to filter out, just wait for it to update, and that's going to filter out anything that's not active. So we can see just that. And again, you can still drill down even further. Now that you have this filtered a certain way, you can click on this, and just like before, you can go in and get a further breakdown. So this is, again, all of the opportunities up by United Oil and Gas Corp, and we know that for sure that account is active. But again, as I said before, if you want to add filters across the top, you do have to consider that all the reports need to share an object. So in this case, they all are connected to an account. So they share that account field. Otherwise, you won't be able to add these kind of filters. So you just have to consider that when you're adding filters on a dashboard.